I would say that all around the world, in our cities and globally, there are men and women that love Jesus, working in tech, Google, Facebook, startup worlds, and they're going, you know what? I go to church, and I'm really thankful that I can help, but my pastor goes, I want you to run PowerPoint. I want you to set up chairs. And our community will go, we'll gladly do that. But is there a way that we could leverage the unique, I call it superpowers of the modern world, building technology that's affecting everybody? Is there a way that we could leverage that talent, that skill, that mind, that knowledge to advance the kingdom of God? And so our mission is to find every Christian working in tech in the world, connect them into local community, and then help them leverage, utilize this unique talent for the gospel. And so we're working on projects that, are helping save lives, helping people meet Jesus for the first time. There's some unbelievable stories that this global tech community for Christ are doing right now.
Well, tell me just a bit about your own background and how you launched FaithTech in the first place.
It was very unusual and unexpected. I was at a conference about 6 years ago, and this guy gets up and he says this phrase, which is a very powerful phrase. He says, in the midst of devastation, there's an opportunity for innovation. Now, for me, my wife and I helped plant a church about 10 years ago in a neighborhood that in my city everyone was trying to get out of. So kind of a tough, rough neighborhood. And I was seeing all this devastation. I thought, well, what's the opportunity for innovation there? So I went and asked the most innovative friends I have, which a lot of them are in tech. I said, well, what do you guys think of this? And a whole new problem emerged where they said, I feel isolated and alone being the only believer in my tech company. I feel underutilized with the skills God's given me. Simultaneously, I met all of these ministries, churches going, technology's changing everything. It's changing how we communicate. It's changing how we think. How do we innovate with technology? And I'm going, hey, those two groups should really talk to each other.
Yeah,
They should spend some time together.
Yeah.
And so 5 years ago, we got a group of 35 people in the back of a coffee shop, and it was electrifying because suddenly all these amazing problems were put on the table, and you had these brilliant problem solvers thinking with technology going, how do we now work together to solve some of these problems? And that's really how it got started. Fast forward 5 years, it's still kind of that thing, but it's just now happening all around the world.
James Kelly joining us today here on the Meeting House on Faith Radio. He is the founder of FaithTech, joining me here at the 2022 National Religious Broadcasters Convention in Nashville. So you have these tech innovators, people that work in the tech sector who are believers, and they're looking for opportunities to take this giftedness and these tools that they have knowledge about to use them to influence. So for them, and as a result of these forums, I don't want to say focus groups, but these various brainstorming sessions that you have, what types of ideas have you seen?
Some unbelievable stuff. So a few years ago, we ran a hackathon, which is a retreat for geeks for Jesus.
Okay, very good.
Where we say in one short amount of time, you take a problem and you actually build a solution in, say, 1 weekend.
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
In Vancouver a couple years ago, this is an example, a lady shows up and she goes, my ministry is in the heart of Vancouver, Canada, where I'm helping women get out of sex trafficking. She says, but here's what happens. I get one woman out and another woman goes right back in because the demand isn't changing. She goes, I don't know what you hackers can do, but could you help? She said, I said, where are these guys finding the sex to connect with and finding women? And she said, they Google search it. So you know what happened? 4 guys buy the domain howtobuysex.com and redeem it for Jesus. So guys will search, how do I buy sex? They click on the website and they're getting help to get out of sex addiction, getting help talking to somebody. And that group now is seeing all of these men get healing instead of finding what would become a very harmful situation. And so that's one example of many websites, applications, platforms that this tech community is building